When Walt Disney decided to devote several episodes of his Disneyland TV show to the art of animation, he naturally turned to Mickey to provide working examples of some basic ideas that required illustration. In this excerpt from The Plausible Impossible, from 1956, Mickey shows us some of the basic principles of animated cartoons. The show was directed by Wilfred Jackson, who was present at the creation of Mickey Mouse several decades earlier, and written by another studio veteran, Dick Huemer. Incidentally, you can see the complete one-hour show on the Walt Disney Treasures DVD called Behind the Scenes at the Walt Disney Studio.
Impossible cartoon actions will seem plausible if the viewer feels the action he is watching has some factual basis. For example, the idea that pulling a cow's tail could ring a bell hanging on her neck may seem far-fetched, but it has some basis in fact. There is an anatomical connection between the bell here and the tail here. That is the spinal column. And so it seems entirely plausible that pulling her tail would ring the bell. Another important factor in making cartoon action believable is correctness of sensation. When an elevator starts up suddenly, we feel as though our bodies actually squash. So in our cartoon, Mickey's body really does squash and stretch. Now, let's take Mickey to the mountains on a windy day. Here's a different impossibility. It's based on two plausibilities. One psychological, the other physical. First is the idea that Mickey won't fall until he realizes he is only standing on thin air. And second, if he scrambles hard enough, he might get sufficient traction in the air to get back to safety. And here, the principle of momentum is involved. If Mickey builds up enough speed, it seems quite plausible for him to keep right on climbing even after he has come to the end of his rope. And finally, on the baseball diamond with Mickey on the pitcher's mound. When he winds up to throw the ball, if his action is vigorous enough, it might very plausibly take him up into the air, like a helicopter.